Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anne and I'm glad you've joined me on this video. Today's video is rather difficult for me to do. I watched the entire interview with Busoladakolo, alleging that Biodunfatoyinbo of the Coza church, raped her as a 16-year-old. It was a lengthy interview. I watched it and it's too bad. It's really bad. And I went on social media to check out people's reaction. That was even worse. The social media reaction is really worse. And then I sat back and I'm thinking, now I understand why Nigeria is in the mess that we are now. People's mentality, it needs to shift. There was a lot of victim smearing campaign, victim blaming campaign. No wonder people find it difficult to come out and challenge their oppressors. It's very difficult because people left the issue of rape allegation and they started focusing on frivolous things. Oh, why are you coming out now after 20 years? Oh, you're trying to help your husband, that's Timidakolo's career. Or you want money, or you want to tarnish his image. They left the important issue that this lady was raped as a teenager twice by the so-called man of God, and they started focusing on, I was shocked at the level of men and women, mostly the women, who could not empathize, who could not put themselves in our shoe to understand. You're 16, you're raped. How are you going to challenge? Someone saying, oh, why did you push him away? Why did you scream? How can you push a grown man at 16? Like our mentality needs to change 360. People keep saying this. Yeah, I keep saying it. The third world country is not backward because of the soil, the land, the atmosphere, or the mountains or whatever. It's because of the people living in the country. Our mentality needs to change. We need to start thinking. The thing is this, we need to start empathizing more. We need to be a lot more kinder and choose our words carefully. If you have anything good to say, don't say it at all. It took this woman 20 good years to come out and say her truth. You were not there. I was not there. Like, I don't even know her personally. We need to, this matter, it's not even about Biodun's truth or Busola's truth. This matter needs to be investigated. And several people have come out to accuse this man. Yes, people are blinded by the title of pastor. Touch not my anointed, untouchables. We have created a society whereby we, the people, the masses have chosen who we should, investigate and who we should not investigate, even before going to the justice system. People have come. You've not even looked at the credibility of the story, the graphic details she's putting forward. She's remembering events. She's remembering how the Shango or whatever it was that raped her a second time. She remembered how the buildings were, the places were uncompleted, where the place he drove and parked. She remembers details. So we are not even going back to even go and investigate the area and see, oh, does what she's saying like 20 years ago, does it match? Does the story match how she described the area? People are not even thinking. They're not being logical. They're not being analytical. All you're thinking about is, why did you come out after 20? Even if it took you 70 years to come out, it's your story, and that is when you find strength to come out. So she hasn't even managed to come out. People are still saying she's lying, smearing her name. It is such a sad day. It is. Nigeria has the citizens have a long way to go. Mentality needs to change, and I want you guys on my channel, I want us to discuss this, right? There's an issue, there's a thing people avoid or ignore. There's a trending issue whereby a lot of people, women, men, children, whatever, they lack father figures in their lives. They may have a father, like Busola said, she didn't have a relationship with her dad. And people tend to sort out all these daddy figures. You know, they quickly go to all these pastors whereby they find solace, and they, you know, daddy figures is your daddy, is your father, is your papa, whatever. These people are not your father. They're not your biological father. These people cannot be a father to 1 million church members. It's practically impossible. He cannot attend to all of, even has his own kids to attend to. Why are people looking for daddies? Even married women, everybody's looking for daddies, papa, because they didn't have father figures in their lives. People should retrace their steps. There's no point looking for daddies, papa, or whatever. They can't be your daddy. You need to heal. Not having father figure in your life, you need to heal within yourself. So looking at this pastor, because she wanted a relationship with a father figure, so she brought down her guard. I'm sorry, man, but it's not your dad, it's not your father. So he took advantage of the situation. People should reflect. Why are you looking so much for daddies? If your father was not, you know, in your life, present in your life, or you is there physically but you don't have a relationship, you need to accept that. A lot of people are dealing with childhood traumas, left, right, center. You need to accept that you want this father figure so badly, but your dad was not there for you, and you need to heal from that. There's no need to be looking for what is not lost. Nobody can be your daddy. There are no good daddies. Nobody can be your father. If your father, your biological father, was not up to the task, what makes you think a pastor that pastors thousands of people is going to have time for you? That's the honest truth. And we need to be careful of people we allow to be around young children. People, especially, I feel, predatory behaviors are people that only sort out friendship amongst teenagers, either teenage boy or teenage girl. They are constantly sorting out friendship with young, vulnerable people. Parents need to be at alert. This man knows the movement of your mother. He knew that she won't be around. He knew that Busola's mother had traveled. In all the coming around, how are you? I'm going to be your father figure. I'm going to be this. Is to get information. Is to know how the family dynamics works. He knows that there's no man in the house that is present. He knew when your mother will be away. He chose the time. He's a predator. Do you understand? We need to be watchful. There are some certain situations by some people, they just want to come buy biscuits for children, play with them. Oh, we say he's a nice man. They'll say, let me carry you on my leg. They will hold the child on their leg, hold them very tight. They are already having erection. The child will be struggling. You know, a 2-year-old baby that can't talk will be struggling, wanting to come down. The predator will hold the child tightly to his leg, be using his joint. We need to be watchful. All those people that call my wife, all those women too. You see a newborn baby, oh, that's my husband. That is unacceptable. People they are quick. You know, your parents entrusting, you're tired, you've had 5 children, you're exhausted, you've had them back to back. You know, you had your children in quick succession, you're tired. You just entrust your children to anybody because you want to stay at home and rest. Then they start manipulating your children, abusing them. This happens to boys and girls. People get raped. Even at workplace, mature people are getting raped, not talk of children. Mature people are getting harassed at work. These predators are amongst us in society. We need to keep an eye out for them. People entrust their children. Oh, because they say they are pastor, they are untouchable. They touch not my anointed group. Everybody is anointed. We are all priests and priestesses of God. Anybody that mess up will be touched. You entrust children. You allow people have access to your children anyhow. Oh, he's a pastor. Oh, he's your uncle. Oh, he's your aunt. Keep an eye out. You're exhausted. You've come back from work. You don't have time. Go and meet Atisha Lewa. And another thing is this. There's an African culture of, parents want children to be fearful of them. This needs to stop. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore. It needs to stop. Whereby a child cannot even talk. He has to be looking to the floor. The word of a child has no value. No value. Oh, adults don't lie. You make your children feel worthless. They can't look an adult eyeball to eyeball. They have to look to the floor. You entrust them to authorities. Your children cannot even call. They are so afraid of you. Like Busola said, she was so fearful of her father. She couldn't even approach the father and say, she didn't even feel the father was responsible for her. This man just penetrated the household. Just like that. Because he knew nobody's going to come and challenge him. We need to do better. Children should not be fearful. You need to create a relationship with your children. And another thing is, this is even going to be another video entirely. When you put so much fear in your child, when there is no relationship, then the child becomes an adult. All of a sudden you want a relationship. From where? You start putting guilty conscience. I was the one that backed you. I was the one that carried you in pregnancy. I was the one that, and so millions of people carry pregnancy every day. You don't create relationship with your children. You make them fearful. They can't talk to you. People abuse. Some people who leave their home, get admitted in university. Somebody's abusing them. Lecturers are abusing them. They can't come and tell you. They are fearful. Fear doesn't work. Love and respect works. It doesn't work anymore. Anyway, I was so disgusted about the amount of people that came to social media to back up biodunfatoyinbo. I was disgusted. Let the man come and say his own story. Then we would trace, I wish the authorities would take this matter seriously. They will use this man as a scapegoat. So you will trace Busola's story. Like, if she says, she was raped in this second place, they were on completed building, blah, 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 blah. There are people that they've lived in that area 30 years, 40 years. They can attest to it. They can attest how long, the place was a developing area or whatever. You can match stories. And she also had witnesses. The man came to apologize to her brother, her family, and there are also other ministers that knew about this. But some people are tagging it as fair. Some people don't want to, they are blinded. They don't want. They have covered themselves with veil. They don't want to see it as rape. Some people want to see it as affair. Let me tell you something. If you have an affair with a minor, it's rape. Because a minor cannot give you consent. Even if she said yes. A minor can't give you consent. It's statutory rape. So if these ministers are aware, shame on them. They are aware and they are supporting this touch my anointed, touch not my anointed movement. Shame on them. You people that have come online, you don't know the story, you were not there, just victim blaming. You're the people that make other victims afraid. Shame on you. Right? We need to do better. We need to have a mental orientation. You want a better Nigeria, it starts with the way you think, with the way you act, with empathy and kindness, and the words that come out from your mouth. We all want to hold the politicians accountable. Hold yourself accountable for what comes out of your mind. We need to be kind to one another. Anyway, I'll leave it there for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have your own opinions, leave it in the comment section, and feel free to join this community. Hit the subscribe button and the notification button. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.